how people feel about things getting harder. I would say, where social media is concerned, I had some brief conversations with Dr. Um, Mark Rosenfeld, or no, Michael Rosenfeld, who's a professor at Stanford University. He famously put together a set of studies on how couples meet in the USA, and there's an entire graph that is produced somewhere from 1940s or 1960s up to now. And it has been this study has been done several times to keep it updated. And you'll see that since 1995, online dating uh, started to take off. And then, especially from around 2012, 2013, it started to really take a lot of heavy hitting against all the other ways people were meeting, like through family, through friends, church to a lesser extent, through education, workplace, for example. And one of the popular ones, aside from family and friends, normally would have been bars slash restaurants. And that has kind of maintained. But online dating is now, well, the internet is now responsible for more than 50% of how couples are meeting since the last few years. And I'm talking about 2020, 2021, approximately, only in the last few years. And it's just completely crazy how we knew the internet was going to take over even 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But is dating going to get harder? It's going to get harder for you if you're not doing a damn thing about it. But at the same time, if you are able to perform very well in social media, like I had a trash Instagram for years, and then only pretty recently I started getting a lot of followers. Once it's there, it's already done. The point is that if you can get the work done to make your profile look good, not just Tinder necessarily, but Instagram, let's say, I am expecting to be alive for the next 20,000 days, maybe. The average human lifespan is 28,000 days approximately. So why don't I do something now that will provide me some, as you can say, passive income, but in terms of followers? This is why we have YouTube channels. This is why we have Instagram. I made it so that with what I designed with Game Global, I get followers on Facebook, and I don't lose followers on Facebook necessarily. Like you can easily lose followers on Instagram, but it's not easy to lose followers on or subscribers on YouTube, for example. But it's there for the rest of your life as long as you keep that account under your control. And having that, putting the work in, the job is pretty much done. All you got to do is maintain it, maybe. But if you do the complete opposite and don't participate, that can also be a strength. So, similar to what Michael was saying, if everyone's occupied with Tinder and you are the one guy doing cold approach and actually socializing with people, that is a strength because all the people too fixated on Tinder are not necessarily going to have those social skills. So there are advantages to both sides. And my term for this is some people say text game, but I say message game because texting is an action, but messaging is a marketing strategy. If you have a marketing strategy for your social media, and I don't mean it has to be some fucking serious marketing strategy as if you're running a business, but you are marketing yourself everywhere you go. Like some people wear Nike clothes. They're a billboard for Nike, basically. Be a billboard for yourself. Um, like right now, this is a little hypocritical, but this is a passion of mine. I love Miami Vice. I'm wearing a Miami Vice shirt. I'm a billboard for Miami Vice today. However, that's one of my passions, but kind of irrelevant. Um, to putting in the work and building your internet empire, your internet presence is a great thing. Because if you don't have an internet presence, you effectively don't exist in the virtual world. If you're present in both the virtual world and the physical world, that is the greatest thing you can do in terms of your dating power. If you like to focus on one and not the other, then that's okay, but you may be missing out on the other